What's good, Josh? Your boy Big Boss. Boss Talks TV, man. You know the channel. Go ahead, like and subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, like this video. It's gonna help my algorithm, help me get my videos out to more people, man. Because it's information that people need. I'm giving y'all what y'all need, what you want, all of that. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So, if you haven't already followed me on TikTok, I would advise you to follow me on there. If you like this channel, follow me on TikTok because that's probably where I post things the quickest. I probably post the most there and I post it the quickest there. So literally some days when I'm trading, I go ahead and just post a quick video on TikTok. So if you like this channel, make sure you follow that. Got the link right here. But yeah, let's get into it, man. So I had some monster trades, man. If you was following my TikTok, you got probably already seen. At one point, I was up $3,380 for the day. So, uh, yeah, man, had some monster days, monster trades with Coinbase, MSTR. And I'm gonna go through the charts, show you what I was looking at, show you my analysis, what I was doing, how I ended up making that money. So first off with MSTR. So MSTR was in a downtrend. And so I'm just showing you this little screenshot here of basically where I basically charted out and I marked the high for MSTR at the time. And then during the day, you can see that it created a low. Then it created a lower high, a lower low, lower high, and a new lower low. So when you see that, that basically shows you that it's in a downtrend. And so I definitely played the put on MSTR. Now the timing is crucial. I could have did my timing better. I could have made more money if I timed it better. But it's crucial that you see those type of things. So when you see that high and then you see that lower high, lower low, and you see that happening consecutively, that means it's in a downtrend. And you want to buy in low and sell high if you're doing a call or if you're doing a put. You want to buy in while it's high and sell it low. And so in this case, I was doing a put, which means that I thought it was going to go down because it was already up. So I bought in while it was high. I seen it on the downtrend and I sold it while it was low. Again, timing is crucial. Sometimes you got to hop in there and just get it while it's going and hop out. When you see money, take money. That's my motto. That's my homeboy's motto. When you see money, take money. And sometimes that's the play. Sometimes you gotta hold them. And also, you gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. I regard that even more so than when you see money, take money. You gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. Know when to hold them and when to fold them, then you'll know the right time to take money when you see money. Feel what I'm saying? However, though, it's always times where you may be up in a trade, and especially playing with something like MSTR or Coinbase, which is being swinging heavy from going up to going down and losing all the profits, having liquidity sweeps, which I'm gonna show you in a little bit. Um, Especially moving with something like that, you have to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Sometimes you might only get 10% going one way. Sometimes you might get 100% messing with MSTR and coin, but you gotta know when to hold it, when to fold it, and I'm gonna show you. So looking at this screenshot right here, this is when I was in my put for MSTR. I had two contracts, bought them for $1,395 each. I bought them on December 3rd. Expiration date was December 6th. So I know that I was really not planning to hold this more than one day. Maybe hold it overnight. That's about it. And so I had this, but this was a day trade. Basically I got this and I closed the same day. So I got a quick $360 And I kind of needed that because I just needed to get a little bit more money in my account so I could trade what I wanted to trade. But basically, I played that put, and as you can see, like the chart that I drew out, with the lower highs and lower lows, like I planned that out. Like I knew what it was doing. I executed my plan. I got in, got out, took that little money. That's not really a lot to me, but I needed it. And then so next day on the 4th, you can see now I entered into a call for coin to go back to $380 a share. And so I bought 2 contracts at an average price of $1,080 for that. So I used that last money and then I put it right back on the call. Once I seen coin starting to go back up and I seen that sign of coin going up, put it right back on the call. And as you can see, early on I was up. Like you see the little red line, that means that MSTR was actually still down for the day. And that's what I mean when I say you want to buy in low and sell high. So it was down for the day, but I seen that downtrend was coming to an end because it got to a point where it did not create a new lower low. And once it didn't do that, I knew coin was about to shoot right back up. Everything that it lost, it was about to gain. So I exited out the put, got right into the call, was up early on $400. And as you can see, as I advance a little bit through the day from 127 to 143, I'm up $1,010 now. And also what I be looking at is I be looking at Bitcoin to see what Bitcoin is doing also. So when I'm looking at charts and I'm reading the charts, I'm reading when I'm trading MSTR and I'm trading Coinbase, I'm looking at Bitcoin to see what Bitcoin is doing because MSTR and Coin, they are either following Bitcoin or they're leading Bitcoin. So they either are going up because Bitcoin is going up, or they're going down because Bitcoin is going down, or they're going up and they're causing Bitcoin to go up. So I look at all 3 of those when I'm trading any one of them. MSTR and coin. I look at Bitcoin, I look at MSTR, and I look at coin because they all 3 kind of follow each other. Sometimes MSTR and coin do their own thing. Coin may be going up, MSTR might be lagging. MSTR might be going up and going crazy. Coin might be lagging. So they don't always coin and MSTR, they don't always like strictly follow each other. But for the most part, they both either follow Bitcoin or they're leading Bitcoin. So I look at Bitcoin. When Bitcoin is going up, I'm in calls. When Bitcoin is going down, I'm in puts. And so as you can see with the coin and MicroStrategy contracts, just overnight, as soon as the market opened, I was up $2,152 instantly. Not doing nothing. Instantly up $2,152. And honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I should have sold that shit right then and there. Cause you know what happened? It opened up, and as soon as it opened up, it started tanking. This was the night that Bitcoin went over 100,000. This was the night Bitcoin went over 100,000. I had 1 MSTR contract, 1 coin contract because I sold the 2 MSTR contracts I sold once it started dipping. And then at the end of the day, before the market closed, I bought 1 MSTR call contract, 1 coin call contract because I had a feeling Bitcoin was going to hit 100K. And so soon as the market opened, though, you see what I was up 2,000. I think it got up to $2,623 as far as what I took a screenshot of. That was when I was actually making a video for my TikTok. But as you can see, looking at this chart, they both dropped and they dropped fast. And this is knowing when to hold them and when to fold them. So a lot of times when you do these trades, you may, and especially when you holding overnight, depending on how long you trying to hold. So these were not long-term trades. I only had the contracts till Friday. I had these till 13th. but still, that's not long-term trades. That's still just a trade you want to only keep for a couple of days while it's swinging, going your way. When it stops going your way, you want to go ahead and get out of there because the delta gonna eat you up if you continue to hold it. And basically every hour, that delta is gonna drop and the value of the contract is gonna decrease. Even if it's trading sideways, it's gonna decrease and eventually you're gonna get into the negative. So yeah, basically though, like I'm saying, when you got these contracts like that and you hold them like overnight or a day or two or whatever, depending on what the stocks is doing. Sometimes when you up like that, how I was up, you want to go ahead and just sell that, take that money. Now I didn't because I thought it was gonna be one of them days where COIN and MSTR they go up $30 overnight. And then they go up another $40, $50 during the daytime because they have been doing that. But the thing is, Bitcoin hit that 100K, got up to like 103, and then it dipped down. And it dipped down hard. And so COIN and MSTR dipped down hard in the mud too. And as you can see on these screenshots, like it dipped way further than I thought. I thought MSTR was gonna stop at about 430 and then come back up and possibly hit like 460, 470. That's what I thought MSTR was gonna do. But it did. You see it dipped all the way down to 400. I think it got into the 300s. And so anybody that had calls and that stayed in them calls, like your profits got ate up. My profits got ate up on that trade. But I did leave the trade profitable because I ended up setting a stop limit order once I realized like, oh, like it's going down today. And when it was going down past where I thought it was, I ended up putting stop limit orders to at least make sure that I get like 10 to 15% of the profits that I got and keep that. And so basically I ended up leaving COIN and MSTR with like 10 to 15%, which wasn't a lot compared to where I was at, where I started that morning. It wasn't a lot at all. But hey, a win is a win. And the only thing you can do is try to be better every trade. Learn from every trade. Try to be better every trade. And so that's what I try to do. Next time, I probably will just take that 2,000, go ahead, sell it, look at the market, see what it was doing. Because what I could have did, I could have sold it, looked at the market, seen it was going down, and I could have played that put and turned that 2,000. The way that it dropped, I could have turned that 2,000 into 10,000 right then and there, like for real. But yeah, man, you gotta move smart, man, because the market is always moving. It's always hunting. When you got to trade in, you got to realize like you're trading against everybody else in the world. And remember, I said we are the little fish under the whale, under the shark. You want to move with the sharks. The sharks are the hedge funds, the financial institutions, the Black Rocks. Like when they sell stuff, they sell in millions, hundreds of millions. Like when they buy stuff, they buy hundreds of millions. That's what make the market go up and go down. We don't have that kind of money to make it go like that. So we just have to ride that wave, and you just have to make sure you're riding with the wave. Don't go against the grain. Go against the grain, you're gonna get burned every time. So this is the real important part though of this video. So in my previous video, I recommended everybody to download a book on Audible called Stock Option Trading for Beginners by Cackle Productions. The reason why I was able to rebound and make basically all the money plus more back that I lost when I had the 2,000 and I let it go down, I was able to immediately place another trade and make all that money back and more. And this time I sold it at the right time. I got the profits, and I have that reinvested into some other stuff that's less volatile now. But in the book, and I ended up making a TikTok video showing my TikTok this like almost real time before it even happened, matter of fact. So I took a screenshot of the book. So it shows uh a chart pattern called rounding top or bottom. So rounding top or bottom, rounding top, that means that the stock is going up and then it's going round and then it goes down. So a rounding top is a bearish pattern. A rounding bottom means that the stock is going down and then the bottom is rounded out and then it comes back up. That's a bullish pattern. If we look at this chart, this screenshot I got of the Bitcoin chart, you see how it almost goes straight down? That is very unusual for something to drop like that. Like it has to be like a market meltdown for something to drop like that. But basically, what I seen with that, and if like I showed you the candles and we really looked at those candles, they call those FU candles because basically the market is saying FU. Whoever is buying, thinking that it's gonna go up, the market is saying FU, and it just drops hard and heavy. You don't even have time to close that trade. It drops so hard and heavy. And so with those candles, it's basically a liquidity sweep. So everybody who had calls in, they got them up out of there. The market got them up out of there. But so looking at Bitcoin, MicroStrategy, and Coin, I noticed the rounding bottom very early on. I entered into calls, entered back into calls, and I went heavy on Coinbase. I ended up buying 4 contracts, and basically trying to do a new strategy because it's like I know what's going on, but with me, it's a timing issue. So I see the charts and then I can tell what's going on, but then it's a timing of I don't know exactly when it's gonna go on. And so I see the rounding bottom. I enter in with 1 contract, bought too high on coin, and it ends up dropping. So as it ends up dropping, basically every time I see that it hit like a support zone where it had some type of support where it looked like it was going to start coming back up at that point, I bought another contract. And then it dropped again, and then it had a little struggle going down. I bought another contract. Dropped again, bought another contract. And then with that last contract, then it finally started coming back up. I finally started seeing strong bullish candles. So I'm like, yeah, okay, this is happening. This is really a rounding bottom right here. And then, like, I show you, like, COIN, MSTR, and Bitcoin. All 3 had that same pattern. So I'm like, okay, this is the play. I should be getting money on this play. And at that point, it was just a matter of me waiting on Bitcoin to really push up and to help COIN and MSTR go up. And as you can see, I got the MSTR calls, MSTR COIN calls, and you can just see how the pattern is forming. That rounding bottom, COIN is all the way up. And so with the rounding bottom, I also basically that pattern basically should go from where that green line is at, that solid green line, and how it dips down all the way down. And then the completion of that should be the other end of that, basically reaching back towards the top where that solid green line is at. And so you see, Coin was kind of way ahead of MicroStrategy in that process. MicroStrategy was lagging. Like I said, sometimes they not always right together. One might be going up, the other one might be lagging. I still expect MicroStrategy though to complete that formation on Monday. It hasn't completed it yet. I do expect it to complete it on Monday though. Bitcoin hasn't completed it yet, but we'll see what happens. And as you can see, man, just from the time my money just going up very quickly. Going up very quickly. I mean, you see right here, Coinbase actually completed that pattern. And so at this point, I did make a video also on my TikTok talking about exit strategy. You gotta know what your exit strategy is, because I could have just been like, oh, I'm up on Coin, I'm making money, left it alone, quit paying attention. Now Coin is all the way back at the top of that pattern. What is Coin going to do? Coin can either continue breaking through or it can get rejected and start going back down. So and if you see like those red dotted lines and the green dotted lines and the clock on it, what those are alerts that I set on my TradingView application. So that way, if the stock goes and hits that red dotted line, I get an alert saying that the stock has reached my support zone. At that point, I want to get out that trade. Because once it hit that support zone, I know it's going down. If it hit that green dotted line, I know Coinbase is still going up. It went over the top of the pattern. I can expect it to still keep going up, and I stay in the trade. But so basically, what ended up happening, Coin did drop, and it hit that support zone. I just immediately got out. I ended up making $2,700 something dollars on that trade. I got out of MSTR as well. And so after getting out of those trades, now I had over $6,000 to work with in my account. What I did and what my plan is I want to buy longer contracts on stocks that are considered more growth stocks. So what I did is I bought contracts for SoFi all the way out to February. And eventually, as I build my money up, I'm going to buy even longer than that. I want to buy leap contracts where I can buy contracts and they out for a year or 2 years. And a stock like SoFi that's at like $14 right now. It grows and in a year or two, it's over $100. Like that's where you really make the big money. That's where you have to do your research in different companies and see like what are these companies doing? What are they planning for the future? What's expected to grow with this company? And like so SoFi is one of those companies. Palantir is one of those companies. And like if you can get in and get you a leap contract, I think that just means that the expiration date for the option is like more than like 160 days out, basically like half a year. If you can get into those, like you can buy 3-4 contracts, and if that stock really goes up, that's where you making 30K on the play, 50K, 60, 70K, 100K on the play. Like, so that's where I'm trying to get to. But I always want to keep like 3 or 4K to play on my weekly swing trades and play MSTR, play coin on a weekly basis, hold the trade for a couple of days and make my money like that as well. But I don't want to, like, I didn't want to gamble that whole 6,000, like continuing playing Coinbase and MSTR, when I can put it on something safe that I have time to let grow. And that'll make me money. It's a safer investment. It's my risk management. So yeah, man. Again, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Again, like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Make sure you subscribe to my TikTok. And also, I will be making a Discord group. Other than that, peace out. Let's get to the bag.